And then we were being paid 40,000 naira only. Every month, the company pay us 40,000 naira. And of course, all through this period, of course, it was not yielding any profits. And the reason behind this lack of profits, and exactly that is the reason why some of us are on this call, because maybe janitorial cleaning services is not profitable for us, or maybe you're having some challenges in your janitorial cleaning services. So you are in a right place today. I've actually been in this in the same problem that you have actually gone through. And guess what? I'm still experiencing the same problem that you are experiencing. So you are in the right place this morning. I've also gone through this journey. I started with janitorial, street cleaning, and of course with residential cleaning. And I've been doing this now for the past 17 years. We were able to rebrand our business. After like 10 years, we rebranded the business. And I always say that A Mobile is what is a new company, is a startup. So when I say it's a startup, people are always laughing. But really, we are a startup and we are actually like evolving into new things daily. And today, I just want to say thank you once again for joining. So let me just run you through what we do at A Mobile Group Academy. A Mobile Group Academy. So we are a premier one-stop training institute for cleaning, hygiene, pest control, and sanitation in Nigeria. And of course, our vision, we are committed to being the foremost catalyst in advancing the standard of cleaning, hygiene, pest control, and sanitation, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa. And our mission is that we want to be able to foster an ongoing learning environment that empowers in Nigeria and Africa. And that is why we started this business clinic. And that is why we started this academy. We want to ensure that, yes, we have a very, very, very good academy where we can actually train and where our business also can also forge ahead as much as possible. This training is actually recorded. And of course, you can always watch it also later on YouTube. So you can get it on YouTube. And we will not be sending out the material, but this is actually on YouTube for you to actually go back and watch over and over again. So I need you now to sit down and enjoy, write your questions as we are going, because we are going to have question time. It's going to be it's going to be very interactive. We are going to be like recalling some of us also to give suggestion on how we are going to be able to forge ahead in the janitorial cleaning services. So thank you once again for joining. And I want to say you are in for a lovely, lovely time. Thank you. So let me share my slide for today. Thank you. Sorry, just a minute. Please, if you can see the slide, kindly let me know, please. Can you see the slides, please?
Yes, yes.
All right. This is an interactive section, please. I would love if every one of us can actually, be, when I ask questions, are we getting it? Do we agree? Kindly, say yes so that this is actually going to help me, sitting down here so that I can be able to give my all in this training. This is a free training. It's not paid. And of course, it's our last training in the business clinic. So today we are going to be looking at janitorial cleaning services. Janitorial cleaning services in Nigeria. Janitorial cleaning services in Nigeria. Please, can you see the next slide? I don't want my slide to be paused. That's why I'm asking this question. So overviews. Yes. Thank you. So we're going to look at the overview. So now, a lot of us are always wondering, janitorial cleaning services. What is all about? What is this thing all about? And I get a lot of the reason why we pick this as our last training is because I noticed that a lot of people this year the question a lot of people were asking me was about janitorial cleaning services. And because I knew that this year also, because of the economic challenges that we had in Nigeria, not only in Nigeria, but it's actually all over the world. It's just unfortunate that like in Nigeria that we have a lot of problems in respect to governance, and that is really affecting everything about business in Nigeria. So I decided to embark to take this training so that every one of us, we can actually learn, and you can know that you are not alone in this industry. This industry belongs to all of us. And for us to build this industry, we need each other, or you cannot build this industry on your own. You can't start on your own. So that's why having this free training is a plus to everyone. We are going to learn a lot. I'm going to be sharing some of the ideas. Some of them have not even started using it. Some of them have used it over the years. Some of them is our plan for next year. So can you imagine? I'm actually like telling you our plans for next year. So it simply means I'm not holding back. Because what I believe in is if every one of us, we are able to speak with one voice in the janitorial industry to clients, it simply means we can actually change the industry.
I can't hear you, ma.
Okay, you can hear me. Can everybody hear me, or maybe only her can hear me?
Yes, yeah, we can hear you now.
Yes, I can hear you, ma. I can hear you.
You can hear me.
I can hear you, ma.
All right, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so the reason why we're going to look at the overview. So one thing is,
please, I can't view the slide. I can only see janitorial cleaning services. That's what I can see there.
Okay, thank you. So just a minute then. So can you see still?
Overview of janitorial cleaning.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. So I just want to so overview. Can you see it now? Overview of janitorial cleaning service. Cleaning.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. So one thing you need to understand is when it comes to janitorial cleaning services in Nigeria is in high demand, no matter what. We get a lot of calls of companies, they want to like ask us, we just send them cleaners, and that actually made me to understand that, yes, there is markets in the janitorial cleaning services. But the challenge that we are having is just because one of the challenges is a lot of the cleaning companies, we are not coming together as one to be able to speak about this on how to be able to operate it properly in Nigeria, because if we come as a team or as a body to be able to speak out about janitorial cleaning services and we understand what it entails, then it simply means some of us are not just going to be telling clients, oh, I will give you a cleaner for 20,000. I will give you a cleaner for 30,000 naira. So it's just all about education and information. So that's why this free training is essential for every one of us. So it's in high demand. And one of the factors that is actually driving it is just because of rapid urbanization and, of course, growing commercial activities that is actually happening, not just in maybe like in Lagos or in Abuja or in Port Harcourt. Funny enough, even in Abeokuta, a lot is actually happening. A lot of commercial activities are happening all over Nigeria. And the reason is people are now started to start looking inward into their states. So also, for example, in Enugu, we have a lot of people coming from outside Lagos to come and train with us. And I was able to understand that a lot of commercial activities are actually growing, going on in these states. And because it's going on, it simply means people are going to need these janitorial services. And how can we make sure that, yes, we are tapping into these janitorial services? Because please, I say this a lot in the industry. The industry is big for us to compete, to collaborate. Don't compete by being unnecessarily jealous or nasty capacity to each other, compete by making sure that we improve in the industry. You understand? That is what we need in this industry. This industry needs every one of us. And for us to be able to do it, we must ensure that we do what is right and we are properly trained like what we're doing. When you get a free training, sign up to it. Now, the industry also, this janitorial cleaning service that we are talking about, it actually caters for different sectors. So people always ask me, is janitorial the same thing as residential? No, 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 no. Please don't confuse this. Don't confuse it. It is not. Janitorial cleaning services is a type of commercial cleaning service. Now, you can have a janitorial cleaning services in a residential apartment. So what do I mean by this? What I mean by this is, so for example, if you live in Lagos, or maybe if you get to somewhere like Ikoyi, they can tell you that you should come and you should give them cleaners to clean their communal areas. Maybe like you clean their gym areas, you clean the staircase, but you are not going inside the house. You know, the homes, all those skyscrapers. You are not going. So what you are doing is you are actually doing a janitorial cleaning services. Because why? You are doing it in a residential apartment. What is a janitorial? Because it's actually a commercial building, more or less, in essence, in quotes. But when you are talking about janitorial is actually under commercial. So if a client tells you that, oh, I want you to give me cleaners, you understand? I want you to give me daily cleaners to come into my house. They are going into someone's house. What you are doing is you are providing them with housekeepers, Airbnb housekeepers. So a lot of us are confusing all these terminologies. And when you confuse it, what it means is that you are going to be giving a wrong, you're going to be giving them a wrong quotation and also a wrong scope of work. So it simply means when the client now tells you that you are the one that will be cleaning all the staircase, you accept it. You understand? Not knowing that what you are doing is what you are cleaning the inside, you are providing them with what? With a housekeeper. So janitorial cleaning services is a commercial cleaning service. So understand that. And there are different sectors that drive this, like offices, hospitals, we have schools, we have hotels, residential complexes, like what I said, residential complexes, you understand, contributing to a thriving economy. So can you see that as much as janitorial can be can make you not to sleep, at the same time, it can be profitable, but it simply means that if you sit down and you're able to map yourself out, you will do what? You will do justice to this. Now, Nigerian janitorial industry is actually characterized by organized and informal players with varying service offerings. So what do I mean by organized and informal players? So for example, so, you just get to an office, you understand? And next thing, some people are just cleaning the office. It's not they're not organized people. So there are some players in this janitorial cleaning services that they are not organized, like me and you that wants to be organized. We want to run it as a proper company, So that is the reason why we have these challenges in the industry, because we have organized and informal players in the industry. And it's a big deal to us. It's a big problem. And the only way that we can ensure that we actually send out informal players is when we are properly trained and when we understand what we are meant to do, and we give the value that every client is expecting us to give. These are some of the complaints that I've actually seen over the years that we've been working. Like if you follow me on my page, I actually said that we started with one particular client in janitorial, and we are still with those clients for the past, this is our 15th year with that particular client. We started with just one client, one staff. I was the one cleaning and with another staff. So we clean the office together every morning. I would jump on Okada, all the way from Magodo, and I'll go and clean in Yaba because I have to get there as early as possible. And the thing is, we are still with that client. I've been able to see one of the problems that we are having over the years. And it got to a stage we stopped actually collecting janitorial clients. And this year we said we're not collecting any janitorial clients. You understand? Even though we had people that were just like coming on board, onto our janitorial. But I decided not to really like embark on it. But like in 2025, we are going all the way. And one thing you need to understand, the best time for you to start submitting your proposal is today. I'm talking to myself, is today. So after you finish your training today, go and start submitting your proposal, because a lot of companies are going to start planning against next year. But the only thing, because there is a lot of constraint in the economy, even if you submit your proposal in January, you'll be surprised that some clients they might actually like sign up to you. And that's the reason we are in this training. Hope we are getting something.
Yes.
Yes, ma. We are learning a lot, ma.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yes,
so now, look at this. In Nigeria only, we have in the CAC said we have over 3.1 million registered companies as of 2019. So it simply means that every company that we have in Nigeria, they are your potential clients. So we have enough companies that they can be what? They can be our customers. Enough companies. But the reason why they are not coming to meet us is because a lot of us, we are thinking it is only upholstery. And all of us are following just one lane, in Nigeria. And it's something that we need to stop. We need to start to be very innovative. Let us make this industry so competitive and so interesting that we are always looking at, even the government will be interested in our industry. We are the ones that will create it. Nobody's going to create that awareness for what? For the government. When the government see that, yes, we're power, we're able to speak with one voice, they will be able to speak for us. Then they can come up with some strategies and some things that can change this industry. So if 3.1 million registered as of 2019, it simply means, you know what? We have a lot to gain in Nigeria, a lot to gain in the janitorial cleaning services. So let's look at the definition of janitorial cleaning services. It simply means it's a routine cleaning services in a commercial building. Routine cleaning services in a commercial building. And when you're talking about janitorial cleaning services, it does not involve a lot of deep cleaning. So I'm going to step on some toes, because some of you are the reason why when some of us drop proposals, you understand, and you're already doing deep cleaning for the clients. Deep cleaning is meant to be an addition, an add-on service in your janitorial cleaning services. Your janitorial cleaning, you understand, is a day-to-day. But you can now do in a way structure your janitorial cleaning that with the clients that you're going to be doing deep cleaning. If you're going to be doing deep cleaning every quarter, every month, depending on the kind of sector that you are in, that is a different way to structure it. So you need to understand that janitorial cleaning is what? Is a routine, cleaning services in commercial building. It can be daily, it can be weekly, it can be bi-weekly, it can be monthly. If you are cleaning churches, for example, or you are cleaning mosque, okay, or you are cleaning a shrine. Yes, a shrine. I remember when we started the business, this business, as in someone actually called us that we should come and clean, you understand, a shrine, as in we went there. Some of you will be like, yeah, I can't do it, because we're all of religion in Nigeria. How many of you, if you are online here and they call you to come and clean, a shrine, how many of us will do it? I need to know.
I will not go. I will not even
I will do it too.
I will not do
Mama, I will not go.
I will do it.
Is that you are desperate for?
No, I will
Is
not
that
go.
you're desperate for money?
It's not about desperate.
I will not go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
so
that person that is saying he will clean shrine. That person
I
is
will clean it.
desperate.
I will clean
It's
it.
not about desperate.
Me, I will clean
It's-
it.
I will clean it.
It's my
I
job.
will clean it.
It's my
I will
job.
clean
It's not
it.
about desperate.
It's about my
I
profession.
will clean it.
I'll
Later you see that it's
No.
me that it is that is in the world.
I will clean it.
No.
It's about my job.
The thing is, when a client like that asks you, what you should understand is you ask them some certain questions. There are some questions you will ask. Are they going to remove some certain things? Where are we not meant to enter? So can you see? So some of you that are saying that you won't clean it, have you gone ahead to have some questions? Okay, are we meant to? Have we gone ahead to even do some research about the so-called, that particular shrine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma.
So you go ahead, you check it, ask them questions. You understand? Because really, they might want to clean the place. The other day, we went to a particular place, and when we got to the house, my team just said, they sent me a video. They said, Ma, when we got to that house, we're doing the cleaning. On the window was different gods, different things up by the window. They now sent it. I said, don't touch it. Please don't touch. The client did not expect you. So it doesn't mean because, that I'm not a Christian or I'm not a Muslim, I don't want to clean, you understand, my home. I want to clean it. But the point is, it is high time we start asking questions. And that is why we all have to understand that we need to come together, ask questions, you understand? Don't let us be that it is only, don't mind, we are jealous of each other. No. Because when we ask questions and we're asking the same questions from the same clients, let me tell you, they will understand that there are some questions that they need to answer before we can give them price. But when some of us don't ask questions, that is when this industry now becomes that. That's why some of us are saying that some people give cheap price. I said, come, price is relative. Anybody can give cheap price. It is their strategy. It just depends on your own strategy. For example, you might be a startup that you are just starting, and you might be comfortable giving a cleaner for 50,000 naira. Please, that is your strategy. And I tell people your strategy is different. But by the time you are scaling and you are getting trained, you will understand that, I cannot stay at this point any longer. I need to move on. That is when you are scaling. The other day, I was speaking with some trainees. So in academy, I said, come, being booked. I see a lot of people say, oh, I'm booked off. I said, yes, sometimes me too, we are booked off. But being booked is relative. It is relative. Why do I say so? So if you're saying that you are fully booked, if you have 2 staff and you are saying that you are fully booked, and someone that has 15 staff, you understand? And that 15 staff say that person is relative, is fully booked. You understand? The point is this. Do you know that the person that is 2 staff can be making more money than the person that is 15 staff? Do you agree with me? Anybody? Anybody?
100%. 100%.
Yes.
Very well said.
100%.
Very well said.
In what way?
Correct. Thank you. I like that
Depends
question.
on the service.
Now, if that 15 staff, you understand, the person that has 15 staff is actually getting, decided to split his team into 2, okay? And each of the staff, each of the team is giving the company 200,000, for example. So it simply means that company with 15 staff will be giving 200 times 2. So one team is giving 200. Another team is providing 200. That's 400,000. Now, this another company that has what? 2 staff, yeah, decided to do what? To go and do cleaning, you understand? Cleaning for someone. And the person now said, you know what? I will be charging, as in the company charged them 300,000. 300,000, okay? This company charged them 400,000 and has 15 staff. You understand? And is fully booked. And this company that has 2 staff charged 300,000 and is fully booked. Please, who is going to be, who will be more profitable?
The one that has 2 staff.
The one with 2 staff.
Thank you. So can you see that I'm fully booked is relative? So when I'm always telling people, don't run other people's races. Can you run your own strategy and face your front and mind your business? Mind your business. A lot of us business owners, we are not minding our business. We are not looking deep into our business and understanding the metrics, understanding the numbers, understanding how you can be able to scale. Because let me tell you, when you have so many people at the same time, forgetting that your cost is going to come and ask me. I know what I'm talking about. You know, your cost will go up, your salaries will go up. That's what it simply means. Okay. So you need to understand all this, that metric is important in this cleaning business. So with janitorial, metric is what is the deal. Let's go on. Let's go on. Are we getting something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, you don't need to have extraordinary efforts to achieve extraordinary results. Like the example I just gave now. You don't need to have so many, you understand? You understand? So many people, so many like companies. You understand? So some of us are always saying, is your strategy, you know, to be able to achieve that result when it comes to cleaning. Yes, numbers are good, but as a company, look into the strategy. Someone like us, I might say, oh, I want to use numbers. I want to have more staff. You understand? So if I have more staff, I want to look at the strategy I'll be able to use for that. That's my strategy. So, but you don't have to like start, you know, extraordinary efforts that, oh, I'm running. No. You know, so you might just have to do something ordinary. Ordinary. Ordinary might be that I want to have 10 staff. Ordinary might be that I want to have 1 staff. You understand? That is it. You need to understand with janitorial and going somewhere. Now, there is the importance of janitorial cleaning to a company. Clients are going to be asking you, what are the importance? Why should I take it? You need to understand that. You need to let them know that for customer retention, if they pick your company to come and give them janitors, it simply means that they will be able to do what? They will have customer retention. And internal customers and external customers, even their employees, will stay more with them because why? They will have a cleaner environment. The jobs that even when they're in the office, they can focus more. That's the essence of what's going there. And this particular thing is what you need to tell all your janitors at the same time. If we are not giving all this kind of value to our customers, we are not going to do justice. And brand enhancement, it can actually enhance brand. Healthy and clean environments for the clients. And of course, the staff will concentrate. Now, let's look at another thing. The differences also, can you see my slide? Is it moving at all?
No.
No, it's not moving.
It's
not
not
seeing
moving,
anything. It's just...
All right.
No, ma'am.
All right. Can you see this now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So another thing that I need us to look at also is differences between commercial and janitorial cleaning services. Differences. The reason why I'm taking my time saying this is because I want us to understand very well so that when clients are asking you questions, you can be able to answer them properly. When it comes to commercial cleaning is extensive. It's extensive deep cleaning of a building, commercial building, or a facility for business or for public use. Whereas a janitorial is a type of commercial cleaning service. Janitorial is a type of commercial cleaning services. Now, commercial cleaning services is extensive cleaning that requires heavy equipment. It's when you are doing commercial cleaning. You know, when they call you to come and clean an industry, a manufacturing plant, you understand? Maybe like what do you call it now? What do you call this manufacturing, Dangote and Co.
Breweries, flour mills.
Breweries, thank you. You know, they tell you to come and do that. That's a commercial cleaning. Yeah, that's a commercial cleaning that you're doing. You understand? And those kind of things will also require heavy equipment. Not the kind of equipment some of us are actually like buying. That is why I will still stand by it. You need equipment for this business and you need commercial equipment. That is for another day. You know, a lot of us are using residential homeowner equipment. Homeowner equipment is not effective for commercial cleaning because commercial cleaning requires heavy equipment. Even for your janitorial cleaning, when you're like, they ask you that you should do janitorial cleaning, the companies that call you, so for example, if big factories call you, they will tell you they don't want all those your 1,200 naira mop, all those your 6,000 naira mop. They'll tell you that they don't want it. They want every what? They want real commercial cleaning equipment. You know, it depends on the sector where you are going to be playing. And so you can decide that, you know what, I want to face, Mr. Lariwa, you can decide that I just want to face hospitals. Any hospital in my area, nobody cleans it except me. Mr. Lariwa, what's your company name, sorry?
HST.
Pardon?
HST.
Oh, HS, yeah. So it can just be that, yes, you are the only one that they are calling. You can decide that that's the sector you want to be playing in. I'm playing, or you cannot decide that in schools. I want to play in school sectors, providing janitorial cleaning for them. Yeah, because the thing is, every sector, the cleaning training is actually different. The way you will train someone to clean an hospital is not the same way you will train someone to clean a school. It's not the same way you will train someone to clean an office. I'm telling you the truth. I've done all these sectors, so that's why. I've done it and I understand. They're all different. They are different trainings. And so a lot of us the only thing that will be common, should I tell you, maybe the mopping. And even the mopping, by the time you enter some manufacturing companies and they have very heavy, heavy mops, it's not all those girls, all those shankle girls, they can't carry such mop, it will throw them away. So your hiring tool will change. You understand? And that is what you need to understand when you are talking about janitorial cleaning services. It's a type of cleaning services, and you can actually perform it in different sectors. So I'm not going to be also sharing with you the different questions you need to be asking. There are some questions you need to be asking. There are some walkthrough questions you need to be asking when you are doing janitorial. So you need to ask, what are the specific areas? Ask the client, what are the specific areas you want to clean? How many rooms do you want to clean? What are the offices? What is the total square footage? A lot of us do not understand how to calculate total square footage. And it is something we need to start bringing into Nigeria. From next year, we are planning a training on how to, how to do total square footage and how to also build in total square footage. Like this year, we at A-Mobile, if I don't practice it, I don't want to train people about it. I've been able to so we've been doing a lot of training on at seeing myself on total square footage, how we can be billing, because we need to take our industry to another level. Because when it comes to commercial cleaning, it's always easier to actually price in total square footage. It makes better sense. Now, let me give you an instance so that I can break some bubbles here. Now, when you want to buy carpet or rug in the market, yeah, that seller, what does that seller tell you? You get to an Igbo man, this rug that you want to buy, how much? He go tell you, wait till he go tell you. Can someone answer me? Will the person tell you in what? Will the person tell you what does the person? Will the person tell you 50,000, or is it going to be per square meter?
5,000 per square meter.
Thank you. You have. Thank you.
You ask me per square meter. I mean, square meter.
Thank you. Now, some of us that we are not doing the cleaning, they will not ask us how, and some of us do not understand this per square meters. So can you see that you need training? If you don't know how to do it, you need to go and train, because why? Your commercial cleaning is easier when you are going to be doing what? When you are going to be, charging in per square meter. Why am I saying this? Because if we are able to do this in the industry, it simply means that we can be sustainable. You'll be able to know easily. If an Igbo man tells you per square meter, you will start saying, okay, can I pay 100 naira? Can I pay 200 naira? You understand? That's what it means, and that makes a lot of sense. And it simply means some of us business owners, we can also we can have customer service. A lot of us don't have customer service. And if you're on call and you're on this call and you want to scale your business, one of the roles that you need to start looking at is customer service. And we have customer service training, that you can actually do for your team. Because customer service, are you the one picking the call? It's crazy, I'm telling you. And to train someone in customer service in our industry, it's not easy. It's not. So lender. That's for another day. Now, are there any specific cleaning instruction? Ask the clients. How frequently should the cleaning services be conducted? And what is the preferred schedule? Are there any areas or any special attentions they want you to give, consideration to? Are there any specific cleaning products?
And the slide. I'm not seeing this slide though.
You're not seeing the slide. Walk through questions.
Walk through questions.
Yeah, I'm talking about walk through questions. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So, are there any limitations on cleaning times or access to certain areas? Ask them, what time are they going to be opening? What time are they going to be closing? So that you'll be able to know, the staff that you are bringing, so that are they going to be working overnight? Are they going to be working on shifts? Now, are there safety protocols? This is very, very important. Safety is important in our business. Now, are there any budget constraints? Ask them for their budget. Don't. Yeah, a client already says, I want to pay 20,000. You start giving them 100,000 naira stuff. Let me tell you, it doesn't make sense. Ask them if they have any budget constraints. Some of them will tell you, oh, I don't know, just give me. Okay, no problem, just give them, but always just put that there's room for negotiation. Is there any specific point of contact or person to coordinate with for any question? Who is the person that you are going to be dealing with? This was one of the problems we had in one of our janitorial centers. So we had like almost, I didn't even know who we were talking to. One person will come, the procurements will come. Tomorrow, it will be the manager in another branch. And that was just so confusing. Ask them from the first day, who are we going to be relating to? Are there any additional requirements or expectations for the janitorial services that need to be discussed? So these are some of the walkthrough questions that you need to ask when you want to give your clients prices for your janitorial services. So I will give you, just give two people, any questions so far with what we have actually discussed? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? No question?
Okay, hello, ma.
Yes, sir.
Hello, ma. You talk specifically on the issue of
I
area
have
cover
a
the
question,
site.
ma. I have a question.
How to, ma?
Just a minute, Mr.
How to-
I have a question.
Just a minute, I will answer you.
Good morning.
All right.
You can go ahead, Mr. Alan.
Okay. How to charge a customer on quote level?
Okay, we are going to get there.
Yeah, in a situation whereby you get a facility where construction is still going on in a facility, and almost about 90% completion, and they want to use the facility, and we are asked to clean the facility. Meanwhile, some of the workers are still working there. So how do you go about that? We have bricklayer, you have plumbing, and they want to use that facility, have a conference there. They want to make use of it.
Okay,
can we do our job?
Okay, so now what you're asking is you get to a particular site, okay, and the client is asking you that you should provide a janitorial or you should provide a post-construction. There are two different things. That's what you're asking.
Yes,
it's two in one. If it's a post-construction that they are doing, a post-construction cleaning, for example, yeah, and they're asking you, okay, they want you to provide them with the price, yeah. Now, you need to understand that there are different stages in post-construction cleaning. So your post-construction, what stage are they? Are they in the rough stage? Are they in the initial stage or in the final stage? When you're talking about the rough stage, that's the stage you're talking about. Everybody is still on the site. They are still cleaning. They are still doing their
finishing, plumbing.
Thank you. So you let the clients know. You'll be giving them different phases. Let them know that, okay, this phase that you are in now, do you want us to give you till when you finish? Because some clients, they don't want you to give them till when it's finished. Understand that. Okay? They want you to just come in and clean for them right away. Just ask questions. Let them know. So when they now tell you that, yes, I just want you as they are now, we want this cleaning to be done, till finish, then there is a way that we do that particular one. We have a training on that, on that. That is a different thing entirely, because it simply means that you now have to go ahead, yeah, and now give them from the time that they are there That means the clients want that place to be clean while they are also working till they finish. That's what you are going to give them. Or you let them know, okay, we'll be coming back. You understand? Give them a rough estimate, but this is not the final estimate that we're going to be giving you. Let them know. All these things, is important. Now, if they now tell you that you should provide them with a janitorial, they want you to provide a cleaner to be coming there, every day. It's a different thing. So you can now charge them your professional fee every month. So can you see can you see the different scenarios in that? I don't know, maybe that answers your question.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Shofu, can I hear you, please?
All right.
I can see your hand. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for the fantastic training so far. Even though I'm not in cleaning, it sounds like this is interesting me already.
I wanted to say so.
My question is a little bit controversial, but I know it's a little bit not related to cleaning so much. But I just want to ask one question, and I've been trying to put it up in my head. Would you recommend or would you advise employing a female technician to work as a pest control person? I understand there's women in pest control, yeah, but I mean, there's nothing that beats experience. So I don't want to go through all the experiences here and there, but I'm just thinking, is it advisable do you think a female can actually do that job?
All right, thank you. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that question. So in A Mobile, we have a female. Thank God that you know. Okay, so in A Mobile, we have a female technician in the pest control team. Now, there is nothing. If I can do it, I can do it better than you. It's all a matter of mindset. Is the lady or the female in question, is she ready to take up that role? It's all about mindset. Some ladies, yeah, they are capable of actually working as a technician, for crying out loud. So in our own team, we have someone on that team that is actually a female technician. She's a female technician, and these are some of them. And guess what? She actually goes ahead to do all the inspections. She actually do all the write-offs, when we're actually doing pest control. And she also carry all the equipment. She can use all the equipment. So she can do it. So I don't see any reason why a female cannot be employed as a female technician. Please allow us, we can do it. Shofu, be careful. You can, seriously, you can. The female. So, but you just have to understand the person's vision. But one thing you need to understand also is ask for their health. One thing we do now with every of our team in pest control is we ask for their health when it comes to breathing. Do they have any breathing problem? Make sure they sign all those documents for you. Sure, we still have an unsigned deal that we need to finish. We'll do that after this.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Like I said, nothing but experience. Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, Madam Joy, can I hear you so that we can continue?
Okay, thank you so much. Like the last speaker, I'm not into cleaning services, but it's an interesting area, and I've engaged one or two in my house and company, and maybe sometimes on my job. And I've been dealing with your toilet people, mobile toilet people, for like 3-4 years now. Fantastic job, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. So quick to my question now. When you started, you said you started with 25,000 naira.
Yeah.
And then you started by doing community service. And I think that strikes off like passion. You are passionate. You are someone who is passionate. You have passion in cleaning. So that was the drive. So like in relating, I can't remember the year you said you started, but in relating that to the times we are in now, what do you think is the minimum you can advise for startup? And then it may not be for me really this question, but maybe some other people on the call. And then if you can just tell us what are the basic equipments that you need to start up these cleaning services. I know there's more.
Thank
So
you
that's
so
just my question, and thank you for this training. God bless you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for using our services. I don't take that for granted. And I don't know you, but God bless you so much. And guess what? Please call the customer service for your next service. We're going to be giving you 20% off for your next service. Thank you so much. I don't take it for granted at all. So please, Academy Manager, please tell the customer service. I don't take it for granted at all. You actually made my day. You made me to understand that there is just continue to do what you do. You will get noticed. Thank you. I appreciate. So yes, I started this journey 17 years ago. I started as a single girl with nothing, with 25,000, precisely 100 pounds. I returned back to Nigeria after Japan, you understand? And of course, it was so difficult coming back and spending, I spent over 10 years in the UK. And spending 10 years in the UK, I came back with nothing. So I always tell people that I started with nothing in Nigeria. And of course, to the glory of God, I have, as in God has been faithful. It's not that maybe we have arrived, but it just simply means we have continued to push and we've gotten to this stage. So if you are just starting up, what I'm just going to say is the tenacity, understanding that I always say something in the industry, and I will continue to say it. I'm a child of the Bible. And one thing is never forget those people that went ahead of you. And so when I actually started this business, I actually reached out to the people that were ahead of me. I looked at what they were doing, and what I did was how I can be able to upscale what they have done, not to reduce the industry. So if you're coming into this business, understand that you don't want to reduce the industry, you want to improve it. Don't look for corners. So from day one of this business, I do not, when it comes to shortchanging or lying, or integrity was very, very key to me. Now, it's a service business. And because it's a service business, you are going to be meeting a lot of people every day. It will open avenue for you to meet the la creme of the society. So you must be ready to be nice, and you must be ready to be nasty sometimes, and you must be ready to be nice and nasty. Both of them join together. This is very, very, very important. So understanding that your emotions also, being able to guide your emotions very well. Now, I started the business understanding that I need to get an equipment. The first equipment as a cleaner that you need is a vacuum. A vacuum. As a cleaner, you need your vacuum. Apart from your mop, you getting your chemical lines, you need a vacuum. Because with a vacuum, you can actually do so many things. You can do so many things. Or you can do your dry soiling, your wet soiling. So get a wet and a dry vacuum, so that in case if someone even call you that they have flood in their house, you can go and do it. You can charge for it. So a vacuum is very, very important. Now, at the same time, what a lot of us do not understand is you have to be trained. Yes, you can get your training online. When I started, I got my training online. I did a lot of online training. YouTube was my friend. And at the same time, because I wanted to scale, I had to learn online. So I went and I did a lot of international training. And that was very, very key. So a lot of people are always asking, oh, why is it that I said, because I wanted to be detailed in what I was doing. So I did a lot of international training. So training, you cannot rule it. You have to continue to train. And of course, one of the things, when you're looking at the equipment, essential equipment that you need your vacuum, you need your mop. Yeah. Now, when it comes to the chemical line, one of the chemicals that you need for almost virtually everything you're going to be doing, janitorial, post-construction, residential, a degreaser. If you're in my academy, there's no way you come to academy. If you don't know a degreaser, you have not started business. Because a degreaser will do a lot of justice for us. Please, can you mute if Academy Manager, can you help me to mute? Thank you. So a degreaser is another thing when it comes to the chemical line. A degreaser actually do this. Sorry, let me just mute. Mr. Lauren, yeah. Please, can everybody just mute everybody? Okay, I'm muting everybody. All right. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
I can hear you, ma.
Yeah, so I have to mute everyone. Okay, so another thing is that your chemical line, your degreaser, you need your neutral cleaner, you need your abrasive cleaner, you need your acid cleaner. Yeah, you need it when you're starting any of these. There's no way you will start any cleaning business. You need, because even in your car wash, you will use abrasive cleaner in your car wash. So even in your car wash, you will use an acid cleaner. I'm not talking about O4, guys. I'm not talking about O4. This industry has moved ahead of O4. Look at now, let me do some shakings for you. Look at what happened of lately. We are having a lot of deaths due to people are this period of Christmas, people are looking for food, and when they want to share food, already they said have actually died in Nigeria just sharing food, just because of some negligence. Now, do you know we have some negligence also in our industry? Some of the negligence is the use of improper chemicals that we use. So someone like some people are using O4, forgetting that this O4 is toxic to you, toxic to the client, toxic to the property that you are using it even on at the same time. So please understand that when I started this business, I understood that I am dealing with lives. Understand that you are dealing with lives. And because you are dealing with lives, you must understand that you must do it properly. So get the right things done. Your equipment, your vacuum, yeah? Now, when you want to scale, you can now be looking at getting a scrubber. So your vacuum, your scrubber, yeah? This vacuum and your scrubber, they are things that you will use for your residential cleaning. So it's dependent on what kind of cleaning services you want to start. But if you are starting a janitorial cleaning service, for crying out loud, you can start with nothing. I mean nothing. So what do I mean by nothing? You can just, if you have a good network that they tell you that, okay, provide me with 10 cleaners. 10 cleaners, you go ahead, you provide them with 10 cleaners. And when you provide it, the factory or the school with 10 cleaners, they will ask them, do you want us to provide our own cleaning equipment, or you want to use your own cleaning equipment, or you want us to what? To procure, do you want us to buy for you? That is why with janitorial cleaning services, you can virtually start with nothing. I'm telling you, with nothing. What you just need is a good training on how to scale your janitorial cleaning services. Because you need to understand that janitorial cleaning services also work with numbers. But with other type of cleaning services, you're already residential. I have a vacuum, okay? I have a vacuum. I have your scrubber. And there are different kind of vacuums. Understand that your commercial vacuum is different from your homeowner vacuum. We have all those things in our store. You can always check a Clean Pest store. We have it in our store. You can check for it. And so when you understand all this, of course, you will know that, yes, you will go on. I can go on and on. So let's move on. Let's move on. Are we getting something? Does it make sense? Encourage me if you are getting.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Thank you, ma.
Thank you. Okay.
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Ma, please, what's the difference between residential cleaning and janitorial cleaning?
Okay, I'll let you know as we're going. Thank you. Just remind me that I've not answered your question. So the other sectors that we need to look at when it comes to janitorial services: office building, retail stores, hospitals, schools. So you can go to all these areas and go and ask them, can I provide you with janitor? So some of us that are saying that we are not seeing jobs, go and tell them you want to provide janitors for them. Yeah, these are the different areas that we can actually look at. Now,
sorry, ma, can you come again?
Yeah, thank you. So areas that you can go to, commercial sectors that you can go that need our janitorial cleaning services. They are office buildings, retail store like ShopRite, schools, hospitals, churches. They need janitors. They need us. They need janitorial cleaning services in this area as much as possible. And it's something that we can start, And one of the things that we need to also I'm going to be rushing us now. We need to understand janitor versus cleaner. There's a difference between a janitor and a cleaner. I want to shake tables. Now, because when you are writing your proposals, they'll be asking you, provide me with a janitor. So when you are saying a janitor simply performs, they perform wider range of cleaning tasks in a building, in a commercial building, that's a janitor. And whereas your normal cleaner, you understand, cleaners like your cleaning technicians that are working in your residential setting. So what's the difference between a residential and a janitorial cleaning services? Now, your residential cleaning services simply means that where you clean, the cleaning of a home, a residential home where people live, is a residential cleaning services. Whereas a janitorial cleaning services is a cleaning of a commercial building, And I told you also that you can also have a janitorial cleaning in a residential complex. So for example, a client calls you that, oh, I have a residential building, come and help me to clean the outside. Give me a janitor. What you are doing is you are providing them with a janitorial cleaning services, but in a residential complex. That's what you are doing. So that's the difference. And when you have a cleaner, what we call our cleaners, we call our own cleaners technicians. They are cleaning technicians. Now, please, because our cleaners are the one doing this job, can you give them a name that makes sense? So can we start calling our cleaners cleaning technicians? Because why? They're really technicians. That's what we are. That is why I know pro. I don't know, if some of us know, he's always saying cleaners, the way we do our cleaning. You understand? And I always say something. It's because some of them are not properly trained in cleaning. Our cleaners are also technicians. Because when you go to a particular space and you are measuring, you get there, you are looking at the floors, you are looking at the different floors. Okay, you are doing a janitorial inspection. What kind of floor is here? We have different kind of floors here. Okay, we have our terrazzo. You are a technician because what? You must know the different equipment you are going to be using. Are you not a technician? That's the technician. So it's a cleaning technician that you have. Some of us do not understand. Now, we have also housekeepers. So all these things are important for us to understand. I know I'll break tables. I'm going to make some of us go and think very well after today's training. And that is what this training is all about today. Now, let's look at another thing in janitorial services. Now, how can you really start this janitorial? How can I start this janitorial cleaning services? Now, you need to get your business plan. Some of us don't understand that. Someone like me, residential cleaning, I have my business plan. My janitorial, I have my business plan. So get your business plan for it. Outline your business plan, how you want to go about it. How do I want to go about this, my janitorial cleaning services? Are there any legal requirements for me to get? Yes. So there are sometimes when you get to some very big conglomerates, they will ask you to go and bring some certain kind of licenses. You understand? So there are ways you will go and get those licenses. That's for another training entirely. So can you see, that is when you are now scaling what? Your janitorial cleaning services. You want to scale it. You want to go and get some very good documentation. That's when they will tell you that you need to have certificate for recruitment. Certificate for recruitment, because some customers are going to be asking you. Some customers will not ask. So you need to know all these legal requirements for it. Now, some customers will ask you, are you legally, binded? Do you have a company name? Do you also have the government's backing? Econ, do you have your Econ certificate? If you are in Lagos, you have LASEPA. Now, some of us are going to be saying all this government thing, they don't help us. Now, the point is, they just want all these documentations to be right for their own books also. So that if the government also come and meet them, at least they will say they got people that are that they too they have approved. That's what they want. So can you see the reason why some of us must have this Econ? Can you see why some of us must be a voice? Some of us that are keeping quiet and not saying anything. That's the reason. That's why you will see big companies that are making millions of naira in Janitorial, they have all these Econ, Lasepa. You that you are just starting, you are complaining. They play. They play. You just have to have it. Understand the community, understand your country that you are in, and work very well with it. Econ, Lasepa, look at your community, your state where you are, and get those legal requirements. Now, when you are scaling, they will ask you also that you have to go and get your recruitment certificates. So you need to work on that also. Work on it. Equipment and supplies. Are you going to need some equipment? Do you want to have your a very good supply inventory? So that maybe when a client asks you, okay, I want this, I want that, can you be able to quickly give them? Those are the things. Your marketing, how do I want to market? How do I want to network? Because some of us don't know. If you're going to do janitorial, you cannot say you want to network within all of us like this. No, you have to network outside the cleaning industry for you to be able to scale. You need to, in this country that we are in, you need to sabi. You have to understand that, understand your country, understand in Europe. That's what some of us don't understand. Just understand that you are not in Europe. So work with your country and work with what we have. That is it. Now, proposal, get your proposal out. Get your proposal out. And of course, training. You need to, this is one of the things that got us wrong. And which when I now noticed that I did a training for some of our janitorial staff, I started seeing a lot of changes. Train them, janitorial staff. Train your janitorial staff. Train yourself also. Don't say you're not going to train yourself. And that's the mistake a lot of us are actually like making. Because if you don't train yourself, then please, how do you expect, to also have? So let's look at some of the challenges that we have. Some of the challenges and solutions that we have. Some of the challenges is economic volatility. One in janitorial now. Because I don't know how many of us are in janitorial here. I'm sure a lot of us are. There's a lot of fluctuating in the exchange rates because the economy too is not smiling. You will notice that a lot of companies are reducing their staff. If some of you have, it happened to some of our clients that we had over like 50 and they told us to reduce our staff. They said they can't afford to have so many staff. That's one of the challenges actually having. And they now said, and they still want to what? They still want good service. So, and they were now like, okay, we now said we'll increase. They said, okay, increase your money, but we still want good service, but reduce what? Your salary, your staff. That's what they're doing. And so you need to like look for a balance. Because if you decide that you don't want to do the job again, someone else will do it. But there are some jobs that we said we are not doing. Because we just said, come. The client was not ready to just listen. So these are some of the challenges. Economic volatility. Security concern. Now, someone actually got in touch with me last week, and she has a janitorial center. Now, there's this particular staff. This staff actually stole some equipment in the office worth, I think worth like 3-point-something million or so. Yeah. Stole the equipment. Now, they just got this new contract. After getting the new contract, and this client, this guy actually, they got to know through the camera, and the guy ran away. Thank God that she actually got a guarantor. And so some of us don't know, you must get a guarantor. She got a guarantor from the staff. They were able to trace the guy. They got the staff. They went ahead even to MCN to go and get all the details of, where the guy was. And the police were able to track down this guy. And when they tracked down this guy, they now said he should go and bring all the equipment. He said he has sold everything for 300,000, so one ridiculous amount. Can you imagine? For 3-point-something million. Now, where did that shege happen to this particular staff of this particular company, which was a lot, was because why? The client said because she knew that because she was able to provide a guarantor, that was the reason why the client was even happy. Now, this guy had actually sold the thing for 300,000 something. So they had to trace the person that actually sold it, that they sold it to again for 300. The person that's a machine of 3-point-something million that you bought for 300,000. So they arrested all of them. Now, the clients now said, I will need you to get an insurance before you can continue with us as a company. So can you see, if you are going to go into janitorial, some of us that don't understand, you must be insured. Some of us are not insured as a company. Insure, please get insurance. Insurance is very good because some companies are asking for it. If you're going to go into janitorial, insure, get insurance. There are different insurance companies out there that they can give you professional indemnity. And this is very, 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 very important in janitorial because anything can happen. You don't want to wake up in the morning and everything that you have worked for, one staff just take it away, please. So security concern is a big issue for us. Now, power outage. So because unreliable power outage can disrupt. So we are having a lot of, so maybe your cleaning equipment that you are using now. So for example, maybe you are using your vacuum to vacuum a place, okay? And maybe a rug, maybe you have a building that you're doing. And the client, so you now have to now use broom to sweep. And the client is complaining. So this is where you now need to start thinking of battery operated. That's the solution for you. So those are the small things that we always see. Can you imagine? Some of you will wondering that how can power be a problem? It's a problem sometimes when we are doing janitorial. Job role not defined. This particular job role not defined is a big one. Sometimes job roles are not defined. So get to a space. The clients, define it from your contracts from the first day. Define it. Let it be stated on your contracts. This is what we are doing. This is what we are not doing, blah, blah, blah. State it, very well and let everybody understand each other very well. If not, if you don't define the job role for your staff, then you're going to be having challenges. Yes, sometimes some of these our clients would say that they are the one that will be doing the 7C. If they want them to be 7C, okay, let your staff also know that they'll be 7C. If they want us to be, let them know. All these things are important. They might just be an add-on services that you are doing, but make sure that everything is actually dotted, so that if there's any challenge in the future of maybe they poison one MD, they won't come and carry you that they poison on one MD. Hiring, I've talked about hiring. Hiring is another challenge that we have. And insurance, I've also talked about insurance. So let me leave us now for questions now. Question, Chioma, can I hear you? Or have you spoken? Chioma, I think you've spoken.
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you.
Your question, please.
Yes, please. Okay, thanks a lot for sharing your experience with us. It has really been an insightful session. My question is around resourcing. How do you get the right people for some of these jobs? Because sometimes, right, you'd have people that they'll claim like they can clean, and then when you want to use them, the client is not satisfied, or you end up maybe having to, because a lot of times customer service is key, right? So sometimes if the client is not satisfied, you can even offer a refund so that they are happy and it doesn't spoil that relationship. So how do you ensure quality and getting the right people to do these jobs? That is one. The second question or comment, please, can you share the list of the things you mentioned? Because like I was hearing like the some of the chemicals, but network was affecting so yeah, please can you just share, because I understand that I knew about O4, but some of the and you just highlighted the dangers of O4, so it would be good to get those alternatives. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Chairman. All right, thank you. So your first question, when it comes to hiring, we have a big problem in the industry, and the industry we lack trained capacity when it comes to this. So now, you as a business owner, first of all, you must understand the business. That's the first thing. When you understand the business, then you must understand how to clean yourself. If you don't understand how to clean, you are going to have challenges, because these cleaners are the ones that will train you if you are not careful. They are the ones that will now be telling you, no, madam, you can't do it that way. So you have to understand how to do it. Now, how do you get these people? Different ways that you can also get get people is, I always tell people, your local government is a very good way. Local government is a very good way to get people. go and submit a letter in your local government, okay? Let them understand that, introduce your company and let them know that you need cleaners. And when you need cleaners, you understand, you want them to come for an interview. During your interview is very, very important. Because during your interview, you need to understand how to interview. Now, when you understand how to interview, so that when you are interviewing them, you understand their vision. You understand what is their plan for the future. You understand, okay, do they even have the passion to even work? Some of these people don't want to work, and you are the one forcing them to work. They only want the money. Some people just want somewhere they will come in every day. That's another one. Now, you must understand that any cleaner that comes to your company, the first thing first is you yourself, you must train them. So I see it happening a lot in the industry. It has happened to us. Now, what we do is you must be trained. We make sure all our team are properly trained. You train them. Your training is not a training of one day. Your training is continuous. We are having a training for cleaning business owners. So like, for example, you want your company needs your staff to be trained. So like, and you want them to be properly trained. So we have a session, we'll come down to your office, we'll come and train them. We'll train them, we'll imbibe some things, into them. They will see people that we are trained in our own company, that they are cleaners and they are even graduates. And they are also, they're not just graduates, but they are ND holders, and you will see them. They will, when they know that they have like-minded people, and that's what we want to do in the industry. They have like-minded people in the industry, that are like, oh, you speak very well. Look at you are well clean, nice shoes, nice everything. They will want to relate, you understand, with them. And that's what I've seen happening. And we've been doing that for a lot of companies, and I've seen it improving a lot of our cleaners, because the mindset of most cleaners is very wrong. Their mindset is they just come there to clean. But it's just a matter of time for them to understand. And you invite people from outside, they are telling them that you have to train them. So you get your cleaners from local governments. Now, another place is your bank. Bank is a very good place to get cleaners. People will always go and submit CVs in banks. They will always go there. Another thing that I do a one-on-one. I myself, I go ahead into the community and I go and do knock. I go and look for people. Can you imagine? How many of us can go to people's home and start looking for people that, are you looking for a job? How many of us? If you are, and you are looking, can you go and knock on people's doors and say, you're looking for a job? I've done that. So when I'm erratic when it comes to some certain things, I have. There's some things I will not post, and that's what I do. I'll go and knock on people's doors. Because why? I'll go to the community. I want to know where they reside. I want to know who you are. That is how we can be able to change this industry and get the right mindset of people. So that then another thing is, please, when you are recruiting, when a staff leaves a company, please learn something. Go and ask, why did you leave? Why did you leave so clean? Go and ask, because I do that. There was a particular person when we were trying to recruit, and someone came, you understand, and said, okay, I'm coming from a particular company. I said, why did you leave that company? I said, because I will get in touch with the company. Let me tell you, that person said he doesn't want to work with us again. That means I like it. If I cannot, I want to go to that company and ask. That's another way you can be able to get the right people. But when it comes to them doing the cleaning the way you want it, the answer is train them to your tastes. Your tastes. Train them to your own strategy. Train them to your own vision. How are you onboarding them? Are you even carrying them along? These are the things you need to know. Then regarding I don't know if that answered that question, regarding the chemicals, okay? The chemical line. We are talking about, I spoke about, if you want to, O4, a lot of people ask, what's O4? That's H2SO4. It is a raw acid. And the challenge is that we are not chemists, for crying out loud. We are not chemists. So yes, I know some people can mix O4. Yeah, you're a chemist, that's good. But some of us are not, we are not chemists. So because we are not chemists, why don't you leave the job of a chemist to a chemist to do? Okay? Leave the job of a chemist for a chemist to do. So O4 is something that is, because it's raw acid, you can imagine you inhaling that raw acid. It's not ideal. That's why it's a no-no. Now, doesn't mean that we don't use acid in the industry. We use acid, but we use formulated acid. There are formulated acid that we use. Chemist has formulated it for us. So at least the toxicity is actually reduced. That's the difference. That's the difference. It's just that, it's just like maybe someone tells you that I want to do paracetamol, a doctor, and you said, oh, I have someone where they do paracetamol for my backyard, and you go buy that backyard paracetamol. You won't kill yourself with that now. The same thing with what is happening. The same. So the cleaner, if you want to get the right chemicals, be looking at.
My listen was dictating and they might on a compound, but you know the.
Madam Mereta, don't dictate. Okay, you know what you should understand is, so we have what we call a degreaser. The degreaser is an alkaline. It's an alkaline. Okay, we have what we call also an acid cleaner. Okay, we have what we call also degreaser is compulsory. You see that degreaser can actually double up for the O4 some of us are using. So that degreaser some of us are using. A degreaser, we have stripping solution. It can double up for some. But the challenge is that some of us think that they're expensive. The reason is because you have not been trained on how to use them. They are what? Because they are concentrates and they've already formulated. They will tell you, mix 10 ml with 5 liters of water. You know, and we have them also. We have our alkaline cleaner, like your degreaser, your stripping solution is an alkaline cleaner. We also have our acid cleaner. We have acid cleaner that is your toilet bowl cleaner. We have some very high acidic toilet cleaner that is also very good when you have those bad stain. We have all that also. We also have what we also call a abrasive cleaner. Your abrasive cleaner is just your simply deep action. Your backkeeper. Those are what? Those are your abrasive cleaner. Yeah. So there are different chemical lines. There are some very specific seven different chemical lines that you need to know as a cleaner. That's for another day. Any question again? Are we getting something?
Thank you so much. Thank you. That really addressed the question. Thanks.
I have a question, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your experience. I really appreciate it. So when it comes to training your janitors, because we do more of the janitorial services, sort of more of offices and all that. Well, we have this issue of this changing of staff. There's a way you can, maybe after paying them at the end of the month or something, the staff might just decide not to come. Some will be open to you. They will tell you they will leave or not leave. But this, I don't know, maybe you've trained this set, next 2-3 months or so, they are all gone. I don't know how to really work around that because it's a major challenge.
My sister, it happens to us also. And I'm sure to my mentor in the janitorial cleaning, Auntie Rusewe, it also happened to her, squeaky clean. You understand? One thing is, you will see staff training them and they're going. But what I've seen that happen, that we've been able to do, is we always leave a very good, so we have we continually train people. So that when you leave, another person will enter. So have your CV open. Be ready, if you're doing janitorial, be ready to train continuously. I'm telling you, be ready to train. So another thing is, also look at an area of when we make sure that we don't pay, like for example, you're not going to get your money. There is something called 5 days. Have a date, a cut-off date that you pay them. Let them, so for example, if you are doing your janitorial, you pay them 30th of every month.
Yeah.
When you are giving them a letter, let them know that your company pays maybe 3rd or 4th of every month. So if they leave before then, you understand?
Yeah.
When they leave, they have worked 3 days for you. You won't be upset. I don't know if you understand, Linia.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll be upset. That 3 days, you don't enter my pockets too. At least you don't work 3 days for me free.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's all about your strategy and your letter. What did you agree with them when you're employing them? Let it be that when you're employing them, it's not your 30 day. I don't know, you get what I'm saying? So your 30 day, we are not paying because why? Your clients will pay you 30 days. Some of our clients, they pay us 60 days.
Exactly.
Yeah, they pay us 60 days. Yeah. So if they're paying me 60 days, it is what you agree with your staff. Let your staff know. We are going to be paying you every third of every month is our payday. On or before third. So if you see your money 38 now plus, are you getting it? But just know that you will see it later on top. So if you leave before then, it's a plus on my side. But my sister, continually training in janitorial, you cannot run away with it in Nigeria.
Oh.
You will continue to train. So just leave your recruitment line open. You understand? 24 hours.
Seriously.
You understand?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
That's really out. Thank you. Any question? It's a long question, but I'm sure everybody, it's not that we can't even finish.
I have a question, ma.
I have a question, ma.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, so clean, secretary. I'm honored. Are you kidding me? These are my mentors. If my mentor wants to ask questions, there's trouble. So clean, can you go ahead, please? I like all these, I like names. So everybody is someone I look forward to, Yeah, please go ahead. Who is that question, please?
Hello, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon,
ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Joy from Sourcling Limited. Thank you so much for putting this together. It has been very interesting, and I've been listening from the beginning, even though the network threw me out for some time, and I've been able to log back in.
Thank you, ma'am.
I've followed from the beginning till now, but I have the last question prompted something that I want to ask now.
Yes, ma'am.
Following this janitorial training, you can never exhaust your training line. You keep training, they keep going, they keep coming. They go, they come. See, this our industry, we cannot run away from staff turnover. It's always there. Some of them just need that quick money. They get it the next month, they are out. Some even work just 1 month, they are out. So my question is now, this one is the one that I want to know. How do you handle it? The case of stealing, theft case among janitors. How do you handle it?
Thank you. Okay, so stealing, you cannot rule away stealing, especially as you're growing. You can't rule away stealing. The reason is because as you're growing and you're growing with numbers, possibility of people stealing is very high. So the first thing first is insurance. Get your insurance right, just in case if anything happens, please. Then get your guarantor. A lot of us, we don't understand that in Nigeria, if you are going to be providing cleaners for people, you need to know where they live. So at A Mobile Group Academy, we provide cleaners even to cleaning companies. So for example, if So Clean, if you tell us that, oh, I need 50 cleaners, we'll give you 50 cleaners, but we'll give you verified 50 cleaners. What do I mean by verified 50 cleaners? We will know their mother. I'm telling you the truth, though. That's the way I do. Go and ask. I'll know their daughter. We go to the in total because why? We have been able to know, we go in total to go and find out who that person is. So we give you all their documents as you are coming in. So for example, if you come and meet us, oh, I want 50 cleaners, So Clean. A-Mobile, please get me 50 cleaners. I said, no problem. We are going to give you every documentation. So you get ready. We'll give you all their verification. You must go and know where they live. Please. Know where they live so that you don't get problem later in future. Get their guarantor. So now, we now started something. It's not only guarantor, one guarantor. So we now started telling them that we want guarantor, we want a professional guarantor. a professional guarantor. So because if anything happens, I want someone I can be able to hold on to. And if anything happens, even the company we are working for, I can bring out their documentation and show them. You understand that these are the people. This is their documents. This is what I've done. Yeah, it's just like you are working in a bank, and that's the same thing that we do. Your insurance, so that if they even take anything away and your company needs to pay, let your insurance actually pay. Another thing is what we do is now, like next year, we actually like our supervision is now very, very high. We want to make sure that you are not far away from them. You want to really know what is happening. Please go on their Facebook, check their status. A lot of us made that mistake. You can easily know who this is. You understand who someone is by even checking people's status. Go to their Facebook, go and check out who that person is. Don't rule out if the person, or you notice the way the person is always like discussing or talking. Let me tell you, social media is who that is, most times is who the person is who the person is. So, and these are some of the things that you can be able to know to detect if this person, so your hiring is important. From the point of hiring is where we need to look into. If someone steals or you whatever, please chase them away immediately. I can't even stand it. Chase them away. So your insurance is the only way that I think, and your hiring is very, very important. And being close also, get close to them. You cannot afford, if you have your HR must be in charge in sniffing, sending people, into spaces and checking them, because why? It's just like you are putting them in someone's space. You are the security, you don't want to put yourself into trouble. Because this stealing is going to increase because of the economy. It's going to increase. So you must increase what? Your surveillance. Your surveillance must be what? Must be. And so even with, you use a lot of, so now we will use thumb prints, a lot of thumb printing. Now our team also, they thumb prints. So another thing that we are doing next year is, come, if you want to work with us, we take you to Panti, come and go and thumb prints. If you can go to Panti to thumb prints, then you don't want to work. That means you have something off your sleeves, you want to steal. So why can't you go to Panti to go and thumb prints? You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense to you. Because as you are growing, you must grow with technology. Okay, Jumoke.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Good afternoon.
Yeah. I'm from FLOB Training Services, and my question is in the line of insurance. You had mentioned insurance when you spoke about in the instance where a janitor poisons an MD and all of that. Yeah. So in that instance, and even more, how do we make sure what insurance are we supposed to be taking up to cover ourselves to make sure that we're secure from any form of issues when they come up?
Thank you. Okay. So what we do, so we have indemnity insurance. We have several insurances. So I just need to check. But if you have an insurance company, or if you don't have, I can always share you our own insurance company.
Yeah, I do have an insurance company.
Okay, so indemnity insurance. So we have different insurance that we have with them. So you need to now speak with your insurance company. Let them know these are your fears. They will come up, you understand, with a package for you. And that package will be able to suit you as a company. It will suit you where you are now. You understand? So instead of me like saying, oh, go and get this, that insurance company will tell you this is what you will do at this stage. You understand? And so that when you have any claim, you can easily get it.
Okay, I got that. Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome. Yes, ma'am. Okay, Adereg.
Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm so grateful. I've been following you for years, but I'm very grateful for this training. I've learned a lot. So, ma, I have some questions there. The question number one, question is, in terms of consumables, like providing a janitorial service for a company, and there are some of them that they will say, okay, just give us janitors. We will provide the consumables. Meanwhile, they are not providing the right consumables. How do you feel about that? Question
Thank
number
you.
one. Question number
So,
one.
yeah.
Question number two.
Yeah.
Question number two. Now, most of these companies, is good you enter a contract agreement with them. Now, this contract agreement, do you state the percent? Like, do you let this company know the amounts that you are paying your janitors? Do you understand my question, ma?
I understand.
Do you made it known to them that, okay, let's assume that, okay, you are charging a particular company 80,000 naira and you want to pay your janitors so amount. Do you like made it known to them that you are paying them so percentage while you are having a particular percentage? That's question number two. Now, question number three. In terms of guarantor, I just want to, it's not a question, but guarantor, what we do in our own company is that if you provide me, you have to provide 2 guarantors with their passport and also either NIN or voter's card.
Yeah.
That's what we do. And we verify those people. Do you know this person? In case of anything, would you be able to stand for him or her? Once the person say no, you know that is a no-go area. Do you understand, ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
So, but in terms of that agreement is what I'm particular about, that like you have entered an agreement, a contract with a social company. Would you let them know the amount you are paying your janitors in case of anything? Because we are arguing. Some people, that particular HR was like, why are you paying them this amount? Well, is it documented? Is it documented? That kind of question. So I want to know, ma. And okay.
Okay, let me answer you now. So the best way, so that's one of the mistakes that I made when I was starting. Always be very, very open, okay? Be very open with your clients because this particular business is going to keep you for years when you are very, very open and you're truthful with your clients. Now, don't make money, you understand, on your staff. They're not slaves. Just have that at the back of your mind. So what am I saying? In another ways, what I'm saying is, that's what they will say. They will say, hey, you are making money on them. You are making money on them. You're not meant to make money on them. But really, I'm running a business. They're working. I'm meant to make money on them. You know? So there are two-way questions. And I had a client that told me that. Are they slaves? But one thing, so later on, what we now started to do is the clients, the staff, in our contract, we state the amount we are going to be giving what? The staff. And we state our professional charges. So this is how much we're giving the staff. Now, for example, if you're giving the staff 70,000, if you now write 80,000, that's what you're giving the staff. Now, you are putting also that your replacement costs, you know, because if the staff is sick, you have to replace it. Someone has to cover. And that's the replacement cost on you. And that's the mistake some of us don't understand. Do you have a replacement cost under your staff? That's what you need to understand. If you don't have a replacement cost, it's a big one. So a replacement cost, so you are putting 80 in brackets, you are letting them know that the staff is collecting 70,000. A replacement cost, training, replacement cost, and other things, 10,000 naira. You know, we have stated it. Now your professional fee, you understand, you are stating it because your professional fee really is actually your profits. You understand? You are stating it and you're letting the client know in your contracts. Now, because the point is, these our clients, we go and tell them, they will go and tell them that, don't mind them. They are collecting 150,000 on one person. Forgetting that, you understand that I've already told them, I'll be paying you this amount. Let them know that we are paying them this amount, so that when they are telling them anything, they won't go and tell them that you are paying them 150,000 for crying out loud. And for any staff that thinks you are collecting 150 and they are being paid 80,000, let them understand that they too, one day they will start their own business. They will know the overheads, that is actually involved when it comes to janitorial. I think if that answers your question. Now, when it comes to contracts, please, it depends on what you agree with your client. State it. Do they want, if they know that they are the ones that are providing the cleaning items, let them know that if there is any complaint, give them the rights, whatever to use. If they are now saying no, please do a disclaimer in what? In your invoice on your contracts. In the events that they complain that the toilet is dirty, you understand? This is the reason why it is. Put it plain there. Let them understand. So that if there's any problem, at least you have sorted it out. I hope that's answered that question. Then about the guarantor, we also ask for it. We ask for their NI, they give us their NI. All those ones are very, very important. Their NI, if you can't give us your NI, they will ask you, are you a banker? Yes, I don't need it. Let me have it just in case. If anything happens, I just want to be very careful. You can't be too careful nowadays with what is happening. I hope that answers your questions. I hope that answers your question.
I have a question, ma.
Okay, please go ahead, as we are going to be looking at something.
Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, ma, if you're taking over an organization as for commercial janitorial service, and you see that the last cleaning agency, the place was really dirty, would you want to do a deep cleaning out of what you have seen? Or you would charge the organization and tell them, I need to do a deep cleaning, but you'll be charged at this fee. And the organization says they cannot pay, they don't want it. What do you do? Because it's going to spoil your own job too.
So I have a policy and stay by your policy. Our own policy, you understand, is if I would take on your janitorial, I will do a deep clean first. If not, your staff, they'll be complaining every time. So you can now plan that I'll give them percentage, so you give them a discount. You understand? Because you are the one that will be cleaning. Give them a discount, but let them know that you're going to be charging them. You understand? So you can give them a discount of 50%. So if they're meant to pay 200,000, tell them that they'll pay 100,000 naira. If they're meant to pay 100,000, tell them that they'll pay 50,000 naira. You understand? Because give them the reason, give them the value. Explain to them the reason why you must do a deep clean before you can actually take up the space. If not, they will always complain. And even your team will complain and they will leave. So I don't know if that's your question.
Thank you, ma.
All right. Any question again? So Akintomide with Iyanolua. Akintomide Iyanolua. Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So my question is I want to ask, is it like polite or is it good to employ uneducated people as your janitors, or you should employ the educated ones? So I want to know if like the one that will be very better, because if you say we should employ the educated ones, with the uneducated ones not eat. So I want to be clear on that. That's just my question.
Thank you. Guess what? This is a staff. This is one of our staff. Yeah, question. Okay, so now when we started our own business, we had a mixed breed, and we had ones that they were not educated, they couldn't even write seriously. But one thing in business is you need to understand you need to understand your target market. You need to understand the level that you are in. You need to understand that every business also have their target market. They have the level that they are in. They have where their business is right now. So, for example, if your target market is you are working with very like high class companies, they will tell you that they want people that can read and write. You have to get them people that can read and write. Does it mean that people that can't read, they will not be able to do the job? No, it doesn't mean they won't be able to do the job. They will still have a space, because there are some people that they wouldn't mind. So every has their own preference. You understand? And you as a business owner, you have your preference. So for example, when we started, we actually had mixed people. We had people that if you can't read, you can actually come, we will even teach you, even to the extent that we were even like encouraging some of our staff to go for night classes. If you know that you couldn't go back to school, I encourage it a lot. Night classes, and some of the cleaners, they were learning how to read and write. And even till date, I still have cleaners on board that they can't actually read. And we actually we encourage them as much as possible. We are pushing them. But there are some places that they won't be able to work. So it depends on the clients where you are sending them to. There are some clients that they won't mind. There are some clients that will mind, which But you need to know that there are some places that you will not be able to place them as you are growing in the business. So education as you are growing is important, yeah? But it doesn't mean that you won't be able to employ people that are not educated. No, it's not a criteria, yeah? It doesn't mean that they'll be good. But you should know that there are some spaces that they won't be able to go into. That's what it simply means. Does that answer your question?
Yes, ma. Thank you very much, ma.
You're welcome. Okay, Dorcas. So I only have one person question now, then we are going to call it. I have a particular slide to talk about, then we call it a day. Dorcas, your question, please?
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
It's rewarding listening to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm grateful. But I want to know, I just want to go into janitorial cleaning now. I want to know what do I need to ask for, or what do I need to consider, to get a profitable, to be profitable in that business. Like, okay, the staff salary, the professional charges and all of that. What do I need to know to have?
I'll answer that. That's what I'm actually doing now.
Okay.
Okay. The last question. Anybody else? Last question for the day. Anybody? Okay. So let's just achieving profitability through client volume. So like Madam Dorcas just asked a question. You understand that how can one actually be profitable? She's just going into it. Now, one of the things that will make you to be profitable in a janitorial is volume, 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 volume. More clients equals to more revenue. That's the secret to janitorial. More clients equals to more revenue. More clients equals to more revenue. So now, not only more clients, but you need to now look at the roots. You need to look at the staff. You now need to look at how much are the clients paying for you to have more revenue. And you need to look at the pricing. So look at these three. I don't know, maybe you can see these slides that I'm sharing here. These slides. I said more clients equals to what? More revenue. Now, for you to be able to achieve profitability and efficiency, optimize cleaning rooms and staff, then balance value and affordability. Very, very important. Now, let me just explain. If you're starting this business, if you're starting the business of janitorial, you need to understand that if you have a client, for example, that says, provide me with one cleaner, and the cleaner, and they now tell you that they want to be paying 50,000 naira to you, you will now charge your professional charges. Okay? If your professional is between 20, some even do as much as 30, but some clients will tell you that they want to pay 15% professional charges. Okay? Yeah, depending on how you are able to negotiate. So between 15, as much as 30, you can even go with 30, depending on how you are able to negotiate or your relationship with the clients. Okay? That's how you can charge your professional charges. So if you're charging 50,000, that'll be 50,000 of 15,000. That's what it simply means. So if you're looking at that area, what it simply means is you must look at a volume. So let me give you an instance. If, for example, a client calls you that give me 10 people. Now, and you now tell them, and they tell you that, okay, I don't have 70,000. I only have 50,000 to pay the client, to pay the staff. What it simply means is 50,000 naira times 10. Okay? 50,000 naira times 10, that's 500,000. Now, let's say your professional charges on each person is 20,000. So that means that's your profit. That's 20,000 times 10. So that means you are making what, 200,000 naira every month. Now, can you imagine if you have 1,000 people, if you have 1,000 of in janitorial, and you are making 2,000 on top of one person, how many millions are you making a month? Can I shake the table?
Loud.
Loud.
Please, we can't see your slide though.
You can't say it. Okay. Loud.
Very loud, ma'am.
So janitorial is all about volume. So that's why some of us are complaining. Because you know why? If you want to do janitorial and you want to make good money, please drive volume. Drive volume. So you go to this company, you are providing 3. You go to this company, you are providing 10. You go to this company, you are providing 15. Now, look at what also the locality. You understand? So that your staff also, they are living in that locality. That is when janitorial business makes sense.
Yes.
That's when it makes sense. Not that they will tell you that they want to, you only have 2 people, 3 people. Let me tell you, it doesn't make sense. Don't do it. Don't do janitorial. It will just kill you. It will just kill you. We can't, it's a long, this is a long training. And I have, this particular training is, I have 60 pages of slide for this training, which is not something that we can finish in a day. So, but at least we've given you the taste now for you to understand that this janitorial seems interesting. So I don't know, maybe any one of us today, does it make sense to you? Is this something that you think I want to commit myself, into in the new year? Is this something you want to start in the new year?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You know what? I'm a woman person. I can see a lot of women. We like money. You understand? So can you see? It's something that we can actually decide to start. And so we're planning a detailed training, you understand, in January, because I can't finish the training in 1 hour, 30 minutes. It's not possible. Because we still need to look at the pricing. We still need to look at what. I'm sure this has actually opened your mind to be like, okay, is another way for me to have a recurring business as much as possible. And so you can always just look forward to our next training on janitorial cleaning services. So if you know that, yes, you want to sign up, into a one-on-one training for the janitorial cleaning services, then just send us a DM, send a DM to us. We'll be able to take it from there. Or even if you have been in the business for years, you understand, and you are like, you know what, I think I need to relearn, then why not send us a message, send us a DM on our Instagram page. Or maybe you need also to train, okay? If you need to train your staff, you understand, in this new year, then why not send us? We also do training. We come in, we train your staff, not only on janitorial, we can actually plan a training for your team. Is what I do a lot. I love training. Someone just said it, as in I'm committed to this industry. We are committed to it. Oh, you need cleaners. You need proper trained cleaners. We also get cleaners for also, we get technicians for you, we get cleaners for you that are trained, because we know that we have a lot of problem in this. We do the verification, we do all the trouble of, and we just give you that cleaner to start your new year with you. So if you know this training was worth it, please give me a thumbs up, encourage me, encourage me.
You Mama, you are the best.
You understand? So thank you so much. Okay, great. Thank you, Overworth. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Awesome. Thank you, Mama.
Thank you so much for coming. So we look forward into next year. Next year is going to be great for every one of us. And of course, as we close the year, this is our last training for the year. Everybody knows me that I love to pray. So can we pray as we actually round up the year in the cleaning industry? Our Father and our God, we want to thank you for this year, most especially 2024. Thank you for what you have done. Thank you for this industry. Thank you for everyone that has joined us in this industry. Thank you for the people that have gone ahead of us for the past years that cleaning has been in Nigeria, in Africa, in the world. We thank you. Oh, we thank you as we round up this year, 2024, every disappointment that some of us have had. Thank you because we know all things work together for our good. Thank you for this training. Thank you for some of us that have what we have taken and we are taking it, and it's going to be a big thing next year. Thank you for 2025 because it's a new beginning for every one of us in business. And we thank you for our industry is improving. We thank you for our nation, Nigeria. We thank you because we know that every one of us on this call and people that are going to be listening after, we are going to see our businesses in years and years and years to come in the name of Jesus. Every one of our staff, we decree nothing missing, nothing broken. 2024, we declare it closed in a mobile training academy, and we decree, oh God, everyone that has been under the voice of a mobile group academy in this year that have listened, we ask that in the 2025, our businesses will never remain the same. In the name of Jesus, we are going from glory to glory in the name of Jesus. Every one of us, we are experiencing growth in our businesses. 2025, we are experiencing supernatural growth in the name of Jesus. We work as one in the industry, despite our religion, despite what we believe in, and our industry is improving. Thank you, Lord. We declare 2024 closed in the academy. How many of us are excited? I'm excited. It's closed, and we are saying thank you so much to everyone that has actually joined us this year. We are grateful. We do not take it for granted at all. Thank you to everyone that has signed up to our YouTube page. If you have not signed up to our YouTube page, please go ahead and sign up. Cleaners Pest Coach Africa, you can sign up to this, to our YouTube page. We are going to be loading so much during the holiday, which you don't want to miss. And of course, you can always reach out to us during the holiday. For your training, we are open for discussions, one-on-one training for your company, and we are here together to make our industry to what? To evolve. Thank you once again, and you have a lovely day.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I have something to say. Going over to you.
You are the best.
Thank you, ma'am. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
We have another training coming up, the executive training in March. So we have an executive training coming in March. Executive training coming in March, and it's going to be wow. Doi, the academy manager, are you here? Do you want to tell us about that? So we have an executive training strictly for business owners. You don't have to be in the cleaning. It's another way for you to get a lot of businesses from companies. We're going to have company owners. We're going to be having a lot of manufacturing companies coming on board. We are having Lagos Business School bringing some very good trainers from Lagos Business School that are going to come and be training us. It's an executive training, and it's happening in March. And we have opportunity also for you to pay bit by bit. Now, it's an executive training. It's going to comprise of everything about cleaning. And we are bringing people that so we can connect with. We are bringing people in the hotel industries. We are bringing governments. They are going to talk to us. It's an executive training that we are going to go in depth. And it's a 2-day training. And it's happening also at Radisson Hotel. It's a different thing. It has not happened in the industry before. And you do not, and it comes with certificates. Yes, it's a certificate because we are bringing the government into it. And it's a big one that is going to be happening in March. And it's just for 350,000 naira. seriously, you can start making deposit now. Now. Start paying. If you want to start paying 50,000, it's going to have, you're going to have certificates. You are going to be able to network with the right people. The right people. So if you are looking for janitorial jobs, this is where you need to come into, because we are bringing in people from different walks of life. You understand? And of course, how you can be able to also get grants for your business. We are going to be talking about that. It's going to be loaded. It has not happened before in the industry. And you know, Mobile, we are always pioneer when it comes to innovation. It is going to be wow, 350,000. So you're going to be seeing it on our page. You can start now to register. Yeah. Oh, you are in. Oh, Andy is in. Thank you. Thank you. Andy said is in. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so it's 350,000 and we're having it in March. So start saving now for it, and limited spaces. We only providing for 20 people. 20 people, but guess what? 20 people, you are going to be having, how you are going to be getting grants. A lot of people are asking, how can I get grants? Come to this training. You are going to be seeing some certain things in the industry, because we are bringing in some people that is going to make a lot of changes into your business in 2025 and beyond. And you don't want to miss it. So thank you so much once again for joining. And of course, we declared this year closing the academy. And of course, thank you everyone. And you have a lovely, lovely day. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.